The main issue here is student engagement and getting students involved in the development of the curriculum and the way the curriculum is being delivered to the students. And one of the key questions here is how do we as academics know what exactly it is that the students need, and how do we know how to engage the students? One of the approaches that we have taken in the school is to first of all introduce the new module, which was called the Entrepreneurship in Construction and Property. That has given students some ideas on how they can basically use their brain cells in order to develop something that could benefit them throughout the studies and then later in the employment. And the two students Connor and Ashley, have actually developed Construction Chat out of thinking how to improve their own studies and how to help other students cope with the workload, cope with the various different requirements and demands within the modules.
We want to get more young people into construction and the profession. We've done a number of talks ourselves at careers fairs, at schools, and the main feedback we've had is there's no real understanding of the construction profession from ages of, well, obviously 5 to 18, 8 to 18. We told them, what do you think of the construction profession? Would you ever be interested in joining the construction industry? And the first bit of feedback we got was, bricklaying, building, sort of builders' bums, the Sun newspaper and all the rest of it. Especially like young girls, and because construction is such a male-dominated industry, we really wanted to change that, because the brightest minds were not going into construction. By creating interesting articles, and not just articles but the picture side of it, getting them to interact with the site and get them an idea of what that career can lead for them in the future. Not only it's great pay, opportunity to travel all over the world. We feel like we can almost lead them through the sort of construction education before they become a professional, and that's our main goal, sort of to be that. You just finished your GCSEs. What A levels do I choose? Well, if you want to be a civil engineer, these are the best ones to help you progress. If you want to be an architect, these are the best ones to help you progress. What is an architect? What is a civil engineer? The videos we're creating at the moment, we've got interviews with project managers, civil engineers who are graduates and long-serving professionals in the industry. And having those guys and their feedback is brilliant for them to see. Seeing it on video is a lot easier than reading a 200, 300 word article for anyone, let's be honest. The biggest feedback we've had with the authors' videos we've made on our site is that being able to just, look at a video for 3 minutes and get a whole understanding of it is a lot better than maybe sitting there. It's a lot more interesting, certainly, I know from personal experience, just than reading a big, long document.
This is why I say all this kind of experience we've seen and the gap we've kind of seen this is why we've done our first summer school in Reading, using their facilities and help with Digitally Ready, because we've got a good thing called the chat page where you can. This is what's going to be our kind of main feature in the school, where you can. The kids will sit there and they can email or text into our site, and it will come up on the screen behind us. Because not a lot of, I don't like asking questions, let alone maybe someone who's 16. Asking questions on something that they're being spoken to about. So on the screen, it'll come up with if they want to put their name, and it'll come up with a question. And then every 15 or so minutes, maybe we'll check the questions. But it's kind of a nice way of getting people to learn, because sometimes you can hold back a little bit, and I think this will kind of make it more free, and hopefully the kids can take it.
Yeah, and you can also sort of talk for an hour, and there could be 10 questions in their heads. Yeah. And not answer one of them, and then to ask them at the end any questions, we feel would sort of defeat the purpose of, well, I've got this one, this one, this one. So instead, throughout the day, in sort of a more casual, we hope more casual sort of way, while we're giving a talk, on the back the questions go up, and then at the end it's, well, the answer to this is, the answer to that is. It's a bit more fluid, less sort of interrupted, it's less interruptive, and I think it's a cool, quirky idea to interact with the site as well. It gets them to sort of log on and see what else is on there, what other opportunities, again, the videos, the articles, professionals' insights.
Another big one, is the newsletter we just started. I think we sent our first one out at the start of May or halfway through May, and it was we made a campaign where people could kind of become a member, and then I think we've got about 400, maybe 500 and something. I can't remember the numbers now.
I think it's just below 500 subscribers.
So they're getting monthly or fortnightly newsletters, and we're doing all them ourselves. So it's quite interesting seeing who's opened it, where they've opened it, how long they've looked at
We
it.
don't really know how the website will evolve over the next few years, but what we're trying to make sure is that we're supporting the two students who have developed the website as much as we can. We will support them in the future. We are engaging with industry so that they can support the website as well. I mean, one of the things that, and this is perhaps another challenge for students, is to think about the kind of the business model behind the website that they need to develop, and I think they have some ideas in their mind about this. But on our side, what I think we need to continue being open to what they have to offer, continue being open to the new developments that they have to offer, and through, for instance, Construction Chat Summer School on an annual basis, provide a kind of a platform, a feed-in platform for the future generations of students that will join our university and the construction higher education in general, to use the platform to their own advantage.